Hello, hello, and welcome back as I try to recover from putting my career into the woefully incapable hands of Carmen Ibanez in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM 2. And given the way last episode turned out, Cabet Ibanez may as well have just piloted the old Avenger / Roger Young here straight into the side of a mountain and saved everyone a lot of time, trouble, and suffering. Because she turned what should have been a fairly routine raid on a supply train into something uglier than her marriage to Charlie Sheen, which was, I think we'll all agree, pretty ugly. In fact, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Denise had a few flashbacks to her little life adventure with Charlie Sheen, thanks to Johnny Rico, who stood right next to a poisoned, dying Denise Richards and assured her, "You'll be fine," before promptly healing himself with the last medkit charges. Very, very Charlie Sheen moment right there for Johnny Rico because, you know, winning. All about winning. In Rico's defense, I mean, we did actually win, so technically he turned out to be correct, best kind of correct. Everyone on the mission did survive, if only just barely. The problem is that while Johnny spends the next 2 weeks in a tank of viscous blue goo, having his gigantic leg wound patched up, the rest of the old mobile infantry here is stuck trying to figure out how the hell to cobble together an effective fighting force out of conscripts and basic training washouts like Tammy Adrian George and Eric Bruscotter here, old brainless himself. This is going to be... It doesn't really matter what our next mission is, it's going to be difficult because we're going to have a garbage water force. So let's go up there, head in, look into the bottom of the can, see just how green and sticky the fluid is going to be. And get ready to get on our shoes. You garbage water. Alright, so some supplies there. That's interesting. I'm going to say not now, though. Weren't we in the middle? We actually have a pretty good supply of supplies because we just got our monthly income. So I think we'll go finish making contact, which is what we were doing before Denise Richards just destroyed our world. Thanks, by the way, Denise. And seriously, next time, just save me the trouble and fly the Sky Ranger into a mountain. Avenger, Sky Ranger, whatever it is. Putting you in charge of a lot of big machinery with moving parts is remarkably stupid. So Dr. Tigan's got some stun lancing going on here, alright.
Although Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly civilians within the city centers, it seems they have come to rely on more brutal means of pacification.
Like murder, right? Because civilians have, I think, 3 health here, Dr. T. So yeah, a stun lancer does way more than the 3 damage. We've seen him in action murdering quite a number of times. Also, still amazed by your sparkly white lab coat there, Dr. Tigan, as you continue your quest to make the 8. You know, Robert Baratheon he had wanted to make the 8, which is to have sex with a woman from every one of the 7 kingdoms and Dorne. Tigan on a similar quest to make the 8, except he wants to hump a corpse of every alien on the planet. So, also, there may be more of they than 8 of them, so he might be trying to, like, meet the 16 or something. Who knows? Cream the 16? I guess that's better because it rhymes. That's what we're going to say. Dr. Tigan here is trying to cream the 16. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Anyway, Arc Blade is available. Let's head... see what it does. Combat effectives with additional electrical capable... Oh, so it gives us the ability to render people unconscious, like happened to us, which was total fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm super stoked about that. Magnetic weapons, Advent... What is this? Advent turret rack. Would this maybe give us an integrated technology to improve our chance of defending against UFO attacks? I was hoping it would give us a bonus to maybe hack turrets in the future, but that doesn't really seem like what it's going to... you know what? Let's just do magnetic weapons then.
I'll see that work begins immediately.
I'll immediately, you know, after I'm done taking out number 7 of the 16, then I'll do it immediately.
Slightly more organized than I had imagined based on the rumors, but it still sounds like they'll be relying heavily on us to handle both strategic and tactical engagements with the aliens.
What do you mean relying on us, Bradford? The Resistance doesn't do anything but provide us with occasional food and supplies and then be an Achilles heel that sort of gets shot with an arrow periodically and requires me to go get punched by Faceless. I've really kind of had an ass full of the Resistance, to be perfectly honest with you. Although they are putting food on the table, so maybe I should stop complaining. Lily, I would like for you to see what an Arc Blade does. It's 90 supplies and 10 alloys. We can instantly build it. We gotta build one for, I mean, Ace is currently, I think, our only experienced trooper, and he's going to be going on our next mission. We gotta build at least one of these to make him as powerful as possible. Wait. Where'd it go? Okay, so what? It's built because it said instant. Do we? Oh, it must be, okay, so it must be like smoke grenades and whatnot in that you don't build a number of them. We have one? Hold on a second. Let's go to the armory and check this out.
I've had a chance to take a closer look at some of the advent weapons recovered from the field.
Yeah, specifically that arc blade that you just made. So it's good.
Making them more suited to the human form.
Well, I mean, it's wielded by someone who's basically entirely humanoid in shape, so were extensive modifications really required, Lily?
To be producing it from something here on Earth. They seem to have an endless supply of this stuff.
Well, maybe we can steal it then. So, Jake, I'm with Busey. Let's take a look at your loadout then. So you have an arc blade. So do we just not have to build them individually like we did in the Long War? It seems like maybe when you build a thing, you just, like, have a thing. Do we have another ranger? We do not. Really, Jake Busey, you're my only ranger? Oh, I'm training Brenda Strong to be a ranger. Okay, well, I mean, maybe she'll get an arc blade too then. Maybe that's how it works. That would be really sweet if you just, like, have to do a project and then you have as many of a thing as you need. That would be a really awesome upgrade to the whole XCOM experience. So let's get back to making contact here. And I guess we can just go look at Brenda Strong then and see if she has... Yeah, that's fine. Does she have an arc blade? That's the... She does! Oh, I like that very much. Pete Likey. That's real good. That's real good. Squatty Brenda Strong here. Of course, Captain Deladier, I think she was called in the parlance of Starship Troopers. She's the person who got cursed with having Cadet Carmen Ibanez put on her flight deck. Think about that. She'd be like, yeah, Carmen Ibanez. I know. I saw the roster sheet, saw the assignments. Every single captain had to draw straws, and fuck me, I got the short one. Got stuck with Denise Richards on my bridge. I mean, at least she's easy to look at. I can't give her any tasks or actually ask her to do anything sort of strategically related or related to the operation of a ship, because she'll make everybody explode and die. But it's like having a nice piece of art in a lobby. We can just set it down and be like, yeah, there's Denise over there. She's sitting at the panel. We let her push the buttons, but trust me, that console is off. Denise's console is fully disabled. It doesn't do anything. We've got all the buttons turned off. Denise's console isn't actually attached to stuff. It's basically a stunt console. But she thinks she's helping, and that's really all that matters. She's happy. So we could expand into the United States. All right, that seems interesting. I think we have to go to India, though, because that's where our black site is. Yeah. Eventually, we are going to have to get there. Do we want to... I don't think we want to do that next. We only have 10 intel, and we have a lot of supplies. Let's go scan for... Actually, is there something we should be doing with these light... You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, don't we have projects available in the training center that we should maybe be doing? Let's go take a look at that real quick. It seems like I was forgetting to do some... Oh, I know what I was forgetting to do. I forgot to equip weapon upgrades. We got weapon upgrades, and I did not equip them. On our little, yeah. So what did we get? Get a repeater and expand. Okay, so who's available for an upgrade then? I don't want to give Denise Richards an upgrade. This is a Pavlovian training. Denise Richards may not be smart enough to train with, like, the Socratic method or anything more esoteric, but Pavlovian responses work on most reasonably intelligent animals. And I'm going to say Denise, I mean, you can Pavlovianly condition a dog. I'm going to say Denise is at least that intelligent. So, who is this? Oh, no. These are not people who I want to give weapon upgrades to. Casper Van Dien, Colette Fournier. Jake Busey has one. Rookie. Okay, Dita Meyer probably should have something. An advanced stock, not for a sniper. They don't really get enough shots that I sort of feel that is necessary. Free instant kills actually seems okay-ish, but it's a 5% chance. It's so unlikely, and I think that position would be better served for something that would increase Dina Meyer's aim. Auto-loader for Seth Gilliam, which is sweet. I'd like to get an auto-loader on Amy Smart if we have one. We could give her a bigger magazine, which I'm not a huge fan of. Again, the repeater is such a low chance, it hardly seems like we can justify it. I can't believe I'm doing this. All right, take it, Denise. We're going to give Denise Richards the advanced stock so that she can always do 2 damage to any target she can see. There is a reason I'm doing this. I know I'm trying to Pavlovianly condition her, and you don't reward negative behaviors with Pavlovian conditioning. I'm reinforcing a negative behavior. I'm aware that what I'm doing is self-defeating. But Denise Richards is going to be a medic. And as a medic, she won't have the jolt ability that lets her just do 2 damage, so it seems like giving her a gun that can always do at least 2 damage is going to allow her to contribute offensively in some fashion. We've made it for Denise unfuck-upable. I mean, she can't completely fail. She can still fail, and she will a lot because she's her. But now she can't catastrophically fail. We've basically rigged up her stunt console with buttons that aren't actually attached to anything. And now when she fucks up in a predictable fashion. Now when she pours grape soda down the keys of the console, it doesn't short out the ship and make the reactor go critical and everyone explodes and dies. We just get a paper towel and clean it up, and her buttons are sticky when she sits there. It's not actually attached to anything, so it doesn't matter. Also, I think we got to burn some more of these supplies. Vulture basically seems like a non-negotiable pickup. It's like you buy Vulture. And similarly for wet work. Plus 25 experience gained from kills. This is another ability that just the earlier you get it, the better it is. So we should buy this as soon as possible because its value proposition increases the sooner you pick it up. It's like buying gold, baby. The price of gold, that shit's only going up. It's only going up, up, up. You buy gold, man. Or at least that's what William Devane keeps telling me on those commercials television late night. Keeps telling me I should buy gold. You know what, William Devane? I don't want your gold, man. I don't have any use for it. Fantastic. Hold on a second. Did we... Oh, God, I am the world's stupidest man. Also, we needed to put another rookie in for training, and I completely forgot to do that, didn't I? I sure did, because I'm dumb. Alright then, let's grab Eric Bruscotter, I guess, and we will get him trained. I want another Grenadier, so get your ass in there and get to training, Eric. You're going to be toting around the big gun, and I'm not talking about your assault cannon, I'm talking about your penis. Yeah, he keeps his big gun in his pants. I mean, the assault cannon is nice too, it's goodly sized, but he keeps it in his pants. So, can I not do that mission? Okay. Council mission. Yes, I would like to go do Operation Severed Shroud because that sounds fucking cheerful, Bradford. So we're going to pick up Dr. Yoko Yoshida, an engineer, as well as 80 times. Wasn't I just scanning for... I was just scanning for intel, wasn't I? Of course I was. Thanks for rewarding me with intel after I just was like, we have very low intel, we should get some. Well, I guess on the plus side, if we finish that intel scan, we'll have a ton of intel. Maybe we can go buy something useful on the black market. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris, we have other plans for you, so let's just get you off the team here. We could take a second marksman, but no, I think I would rather have a rookie, really. So we got old I'm with Busey. I don't think he needs any adjustments. What's he got? Medkit. No, you know, I'd rather have you have a grenade. This all looks respectable. I do like having an offensive grenade on my marksman. It gives them an opportunity where they can move and still contribute. For one turn, they can move. So let's take Sokolov here. And then I guess we'll get Colette Fournier. So we'll take 2 rookies. One of these rookies should be toting a med kit just in case something goes horrifically wrong. So let's grab Fournier. We're going to get you a med kit. Just in case we run... I mean, we had Vipers last mission, and that poison shit almost killed Denise Richards. And I have to assume that rookie Fournier here is going to be a little bit more of a team player than old Casper Heal Thyself Van Dien. Physician, heal thyself. Casper Van Dien, you're no doctor. You're not even like an honorary doctor. There's no collegiate organization who said, oh, we're going to give Casper Van Dien an honorary doctorate in, like, drama. No, it's not going to happen. So let's go do cheerfully named Operation Severed Shroud here. Yeah, it's real good. Where are we going? We're going to the Surveillance Block Novgorod. Wow, well, I mean, so this is like a converted former Russian gulag? Welcome to Surveillance Block. Is equivalent of American prison The Rock. Only here we say, welcome to the block. Wow, my Russian accent trying to impersonate Sean Connery just really sounds like someone choking on their own blood. I'm not going to do that again. Welcome to the Rock. I mean, my Sean Connery's bad enough, but... He's Russian as Sean Connery doing the voice is not good. Just listen. He's former prison in Soviet Russia. What you want from us? This place is not nice. We have men in prison. You want to come and break him out? He's fine. Come break him out. We not really care. He's Soviet prison. No one actually watching or paying attention. He's little careful concern for people in Soviet prison. Not even people paid to keep prisoners inside. Don't really give a shit. Sometimes we just let them go for funsies. How come the lights turn red when it's time to jump out? I mean, doesn't red normally mean stop? Wouldn't you think the lights would be red while we were, like, in the air, going several hundred miles an hour, very high over the ground? Isn't that when the lights should be red? And then, you know, when it's time to jump out of the Sky Ranger, that's when the lights turn green? I don't know about you, it just seems more logical to me. I mean, red means stop. This is the way things go. And this is not like a, you know, it's fairly universal thing. Red means stop pretty much in all countries and international territories, like stop signs and whatnot. Those are going to be in red. Red means danger. Red means bad. Red is the color of blood. It is not the color of green delight. Alright, so I'm really glad we have Jake on with Busey on this mission, and this is one of the reasons why I think the Phantom ability is so friggin' good. What we can do with Jake Busey here is on this mission, where ordinarily we'd just be moving around blind and possibly walking our dumbasses straight into an ambush. Thanks to the brilliance of Jake, I'm with Busey, we don't really have to worry about that. As long as we don't wind up flanked somehow, we have a relatively solid chance of, getting some intel about the enemy before we just stumble blindly into them. Or worst case scenario, we stumble blindly into them like we would have done anyway. If those guys patrol, Jake Busey's cover is probably blown. We're also not in a great position here because if any of the rest of the team gets close enough, they're going to get spotted. Like, how close could you get before those guys see you? Really? This close, Sokolov? I mean, that's pretty goddamn close. All right, well, let's set up a little ambush here. We're actually going to be able to get much closer than I anticipated. So, Sokolov, we're going to put you there. Don't spawn them. Thanks, line of sight indicators. I appreciate the just bad intel there. Thank you for just straight up fucking lying to me. Be like, oh no, it's perfectly fine. You will not be spotted on this run. You'll be totally safe. And then, what did we get? Totally fucked. That's what we got. Well, Yoshida might be able to get a... Never mind, Yoshida doesn't. Nice move, Pete. Good work. That's quality XCOMing right there, buddy. That's, yeah, it's real solid work. Okay. Oh, by the way, how is this man flanked? He's not. Jake Busey is flanked, but Jake Busey still has the camouflage icon, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Dizzy has a shot, but it is goddamn terrible. Honestly, it's so bad it's not really even worth taking. Did we get a pistol shot from some manner of cover? Probably. We're definitely not going to be able to throw... we're so boned. Thank you, line of sight indicators, for telling me that we wouldn't be in line of sight in this position, but telling me that we would be... Not telling me that we would be in line of sight, at some point along that run. I supremely appreciate that shit. You will get flanked there. We're just going to bring Brenda Strong around over here. Hopefully she can set up some kind of end around on the flank.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Jake Busey's going to get shot and or killed here. Unless for some miracle the camouflage holds out and the AI ignores him for a turn. I don't expect that to remain the case. He's shooting at a rookie who is very far. Okay, so clearly Jake Busey's camouflage is holding out. Man, camouflage is the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread. That we're gonna get a little Overwatch here from Fournier. Come on! No, there's no way that hit. Yeah, you weren't even close. You were pointing your rifle at the fucking clouds here.
Come on, focus.
Sweet cheeks.
I think I'm bleeding.
All right, well, you're shot, but you're not dying. Also, I think you might be the rookie with the med kit, so maybe you were the best possible candidate for that job. We could have Brenda Strong come up here and throw a grenade and destroy all this cover. I'm not really sure that's going to be necessary, though. We're in an oak. We could also have Sokolov do it. Jake Busey is still camouflaged. I would love to be able to conserve Busey's camouflage here. Also, where am I going? Okay, we actually don't have that far to go. I mean, we've got some ground to cover, but not a ton. So Brenda Strong can come flank shot this guy and almost certainly get a kill. I'm worried about popping another... This is one thing it's one problem I have with Rangers. They're very prone to getting themselves in complete clusterfuck situations with shit like this. They need to be close to do damage. And oftentimes when you run them up to get them close, really bad things happen. So we need to kill this guy without blowing Jake Busey's cover, because then we can use Busey to scout the rest of the mission. Is there a reasonable way for us to make that happen? 26% chance to hit is not good. Izzy, you're not really better. Sokolov, why is this guy... I'm fine, fuck it. You know what? I'm not taking a chance. We'll just blow it. I'm just going to blow his cover. Just throw the grenade, blow the cover. It's fine. You know what, Sokolov? Perfect. That's beyond fine. That's fantastic. He's also not just got his cover blown, now he's straight up fucking dead. So, good work. That's some solid rookie-ing, rookie. You know, I hate to say it. I hate to call it this early in the season, pal, but, you know, that's sort of Rookie of the Year shit right there. Speaking of definitely not going to win any Rookie of the Year awards, Colette Fournier here, who's going to be... I mean, we should definitely heal her because we have time. And worst case scenario, if we have to pick somebody to get shot and or wounded again, we can pick Colette Fournier. She's going to be in the hospital for 100 billion years, but, I mean, she's already going to be in the hospital for 100 billion years, so if we have to pick somebody to get wounded, she's the right person to pick. Let's get Dina Meyer up here. Yoshida, I mean, we need to keep you close, but I don't really want you sort of in the thick of things. Let's bring you over here. Why is it that women named Yoko are always trouble? Always trouble. Don't believe me, just ask John Lennon and his pals. Alright, so let's get... Alright, so we need Jake Busey up on this roof. There should not be guys over here, so we don't have to worry about anybody being behind Jake Busey to blow his cover with the flank. Okay, so Jake Busey has eyes on a Viper. I'm guessing these guys are going to be patrolling, but we don't know what direction they may patrol, so we're going to fall back a little bit just to put as much distance between us and them as possible. Now we have a bit of a problem, though. Pretty much anywhere else we go on that roof, we're going to be visible, right? Actually, the only real question is, are we visible from this tile? And the answer is yes, so no one else can even get on the roof. On the plus side, Dina Meyer actually has shots from where she's at. A not terrible shot. If we're gonna try and pull this off, we need some people a little closer to come up and help contribute on subsequent turns. So let's get the team over here and ready to just dash up. And once we kick this shit off, let's get ready. Let's really kick it off with a bang. So Sokolov, you don't have a grenade. I don't want you that close. Fournier, let's get you up there because you do. You know, you don't have a grenade either. You have the leftover remnants of a med kit and have proved yourself somewhat untrustworthy already. I'd say I'm picking on a girl for getting shot and not dying. Does that seem like a thing I should be harping on my troopers about? Like, how dare you get shot and live? Yeah, you know what? I take it back, Fournier. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. I'm trying to go with a little Perfidious Pete positive reinforcement here. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. So here comes our Viper friend. Dizzy is going to take the world's most miraculous long-range Overwatch shot and probably completely fuck Ace by getting him flanked. That was a hell of a shot, though. She hit that guy through the chunk of a building. That's a remarkable performance. Yeah, so Ace is in a really shitty spot. Is his cover blown yet? Nope, because that got jumped. Ace is still camouflaged. All right, this is, all things considered, this is not terrible. So, like, Ace, you can just jump down behind this guy, right? And just ruin him. Ace is getting spotted this turn, and that's fine. We're going to forego his cover. Now is the time. We'll burn his cover. I don't care. I'm busted. Yeah, just don't pop another pod. That's really all I ask of you. Can you shoot this Viper in the top of the skull? The answer is yes, you can. So, do that. Did you just one-shot kill a Viper? No, but that was pretty damn close. That was a hell of a shot. All right, Ace, I'm liking you more and more. You maybe live up to the name. So you have a bad shot. But honestly, Dizzy, we don't really need a lot out of you here. Like, a pistol shot would be enough to finish the job, or even, barring that, possibly a grenade. What's your pistol chance like? It's not good enough. That's the answer. My concern here is I don't want to blow up a chunk of this building and drop Ace onto the ground because that would be real bad. So we're going to have to target this very carefully. Please don't bring down the building and drop Ace to his death, Dizzy. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was some well-placed grenade work there. We all love what you bring to the project. So far it is. Actually, you know, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints about Dizzy's performance. This stun lancer is an issue. Unfortunately, Brenda Strong, I think, is the only person we still have who has a grenade. That is the case. But we could probably get cover destruction for both of these units, and we're definitely going to be able to kill the Lancer if we want to. And we definitely want to, so let's just... Yeah, you got to go, sir. I'm sorry. You got to go. No, I need... The grenade has to hit him. You can't not hit him with the grenade. The grenade's got to go here, Brenda. I mean, I know you're strong. You got a great arm. That's why they called you Brenda Strong. High school softball champion, by the way, Brenda Strong. Little known fact. She was a softball goddess. It's actually not true. I'm totally making that shit up. She was Miss Arizona in like 1980, but I mean that's something. It's got to count for something, right? Miss Arizona. I mean, yeah. Arizona's a pretty good state. People like Arizona. So let's bring Yoshida over here, and I fully expect there to be another pod somewhere on this map, which is why I'm sort of limiting my movements, or at least trying to limit my movements to areas where I already know there are aliens, or rather where I already know aliens have been, to minimize the opportunity for said aliens to come from a surprising quarter. 27% is not good enough. We'll just overwatch. We've got plenty of time and not that far to go. I got 8 turns here, Bradford. Fucking chill, bro. This is fine, man. We got this shit under control, Holmes. Settle down. Jeez, Bradford. Freaking out, man. Just take it easy, man. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Can we actually swing through this wall? We can't. Well, do that. Oh, I forgot that he was on Overwatch. I'm world's stupidest man. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brenda Strong. That was real dumb of me. Nice shot with the sword, though. I mean, yeah, something. All right, so Brenda Strong is injured. This is because I'm the world's most idiotic fool. Okay, feel a little dumb here. I also really feel like we got to get Ace sort of out of his current precarious position because he's next to a very badly damaged chunk of building, which also happens to be on fire. So, yeah, it doesn't necessarily seem like the safest place to fucking hang out there, buddy. Let's get you over here. And just in case there are enemies in this building or potentially on the rooftop, although we've already had enemies on the roof, that seems unlikely. We're going to put Ace on Overwatch. We've got 8 turns here. Plenty of time. I say we're going to start taking advantage of our time here. We'd have, I mean, look, we don't have very far to go. We've got not far to go, plenty of time to go there. There is no reason to rush here. We can afford to be a little more conservative. It also gives Dizzy a chance to catch up, and I really don't relish the idea of sort of leaving people out on their own. I don't want to leave Dizzy out on her own. I mean, she got enough of that shit from Johnny Rico, didn't she? Just, I mean, if you could tell, she was just desperately in love with you, Rico. I mean, Dizzy, she was your girl, man. Even though, I mean, she wasn't actually your girl. She wasn't really your girl, but all you had to do, you could have asked at any time, Johnny Rico, and Dizzy would have been yours. The beautiful, vivacious, talented Dizzy. She could have been all yours. Dizzy Flores. All yours, man. All yours. But no, you had to hold out for fucking Denise Richards? Really? Some people just don't know how good they have it, man. They don't know when a great thing's staring them right in the face. I mean, sometimes Michael Ironsides will come and tell you, hey, man, don't fucking pass up an opportunity to bone Dina Meyer, because that chick is fucking hot. She's got her shit together. Way more together than you, Johnny Rico. You should fucking fall to your knees and worship Dizzy for giving you an opportunity to touch her genitals. Shouldn't be spurning her. What the hell is wrong with you? Also, if you're not hitting that, Michael 10 inches Ironsides will fucking hit it. So, you know, consider this last call, Johnny. I'm fucking moving in on your action. I'll call dibs. Dibs on the Diz? No, don't call the Sky Ranger. How about going Overwatch? There you go. Fournier, you're just gonna Overwatch. Oh, never mind. This is Yoko Yoshida, who can't Overwatch. Why don't you hunker down? Fournier, you can Overwatch. There we go. Brenda, you need to get to the rooftop. Could you path in a more ridiculous fashion? Evidently not. Well, I mean, since you're going to be up here, we might as well have you take a look and see if there's anything terrible on the rooftop, or if the rooftop is in fact clear. The rooftop is in fact clear. So, well, to hell with this. Let's just get to the evac zone then. So there are definitely still aliens on the map. Where's Yoko? All right, Yoko, can you not be fucking ruining the Beatles and just get... You are one tile short of making it to the promised land. One song short of an album. Figures. I think we'll just leave Brenda Strong right where she is and put her on Overwatch. I'm not really enthused about the opportunity of having another pod surprise pop on us. I think we just get everybody close to the extraction zone, and if we can get a win with this shitbox team, we don't press our luck and try to go for extra kills or any of that stuff. We just get the win, take the win, be glad we got the win, and go home a victor. We don't want to wind up 1-50 because we're trying to run up the score like Rico's Roughnecks typically have. We saw how things worked out for Rico's college, high school football team. I don't know, there was a lot of like kick flips and shit going on for your garden variety football match. I'm not sure what sport they were playing in Starship Troopers, but I don't think it was football. Future football, Pete, with gymnastics and kick flips and flip 6 3-holes, which again sounds ridiculously dirty. Oh, baby, I'm going to take you back to my place. I'm going to give you a flip 6 3-hole. Be like, you're not giving me a flip 6 3-hole. We didn't agree to that. You did get permission before you just start giving somebody the flip 6 3-hole, man. That's 3 holes of penetration. I'm not necessarily cool with a couple of those holes. All right, Brenda Strong, let's get your injured ass the hell out of here as well. Let's evac. You know what this game could really use? An evacuate all button? Where you just put everybody in a thing instead of evacuating them at once. As I understand, that's actually a mod. I mentioned that because I was talking with one of my friends last night, and he said that was one of the first mods that he downloaded was an evacuate all mod. It seems like something that could just pretty easily be incorporated into the base game. Also, it gives us that retro flair of, you know, original vanilla XCOM. We're all like, oh, this is just like evacuating in the original game where everybody had to be on the thing at the same turn. I do like the addition of the ability to evacuate units individually, but also, you know, let me just pull everybody too. Give me more buttons. Or maybe we don't have enough supplies. Maybe the explanation for the reason we have to evac one at a time is we just have the one rope. What if, I mean, that could be a thing. Maybe we're just, maybe we're that destitute. The project is like, you know, I'd love to evac 4 people at a time, but we don't have that much rope, guys. We can't afford all that. This rope is expensive. This is some high-dollar carbon nano-weave shit. This stuff, you know, we gotta whip this up down in the spider mines. We kidnapped genetically engineered spiders from the aliens, and they actually spin this rope. So there were 3 aliens we did not kill. You know what? I'm okay with that. Surprisingly okay, in fact. Mostly because all of the people on the mission, I think, that were eligible for a promotion got a promotion anyway. It's not like Yoko Yoshida, by the way, moved the furthest. Rookie Yoko Yoshida. Fantastic. So one of our best and this is a strong indictment of our performance on the mission here, is that one of the people who got on the leaderboard isn't even on the damn team. It'd be like if the Broncos had, you know, they showed the season-ending stats and they had Tom Brady leading one of the passing categories. Be like, Tom Brady's got the highest passer rating? Like, yeah, but you know he doesn't play for your team, right? And it'd be like, yeah, but he was really good, man. Did you see how many passes that guy completed? Through for a lot of yards. Figured he deserved some recognition. What about Peyton Manning? You know, yeah, he got all the other awards. It's fine. We can spread it around a little bit. We didn't want to give him an inflated ego by giving him a clean sweep. And once again, now that we're back at base, the light is red again. Be like, danger, everyone. We're back at base. That only applies if you're in an episode of Lost in Space and you're Will Robinson, because the danger to Will Robinson actually lived on the ship, and that was Dr. Smith. You know he was touching it. I mean to make light of it, but the kid had a tough life growing up. Getting touched by Dr. Smith was not good. Oh, you know what? We did have one person who was eligible for a promotion that did not get it, and that was old Brenda Strong here. You know what? I think she earns a promotion for taking the wound. Also, she's only wounded despite getting half of her leg blown off. And oh, you know what? Fournier got more wounded. She was just medkitted. Oh, so we got a new Grenadier. That's good. I mean, we won't have one. She's gravely wounded, but only for 11 days. That's actually respectable. You got a strong fucking constitution here. You got some intestinal fortitude, Fournier. I'm proud of you. Let's get Dizzy a promotion. What do you got, Dizzy? Lightning Hands or Deadeye? What does Lightning Hands do? Fire your pistol at a target. This attack does not cost an action. That seems pretty good. Deadeye. Take a shot with a small aim penalty for a significant damage boost. So that's basically precise shot then. which I was a huge fan of. Being able to shoot, this is actually a very difficult choice. We're already having trouble hitting stuff with our sniper rifle, especially on squad sight shots where we get the additional penalty. I mean, it would be good. It would be good. But lightning hands might, I mean, being able to move and fire our pistol twice, that gives us more mobility options. This gives us more stationary options, but you know, we can always retrain. That's something I got to start considering. If we pick something that we don't necessarily like, we can always retrain it. But being able to move and shoot our pistol twice seems better than taking a shot that we're probably going to miss. I mean, it says a small aim penalty, but even if it's just like -10, that's actually pretty yeah, you know what? I'm going with lightning hands. I've made my decision. I'm sticking with it. And if it sucks, I can always fix it. This is me officially waffling. I'm going the full... Another ranger, huh? Well, I mean, we do get him hurt a lot, so I guess having a backup is not terrible. Sokolov's become a ranger. That's fine. And hey, one more arc blade, I guess. He immediately has an arc blade strapped to his back, even though he hasn't even been inside the base yet. He just summoned that shit like fucking Lion-O and a Sword of Omens. Sight beyond sight and whatnot. Alright, we recovered no items, but we did get VIP Yoko Yoshida, and you know what? I don't feel the least bit bad about bugging out early and not fighting the remainder of that. We had a terrible team. I'm just glad everybody came home. Is Dizzy still shaking, by the way? Soldier recovered. Well, good. Her will and... Alright, and we recovered. Dizzy got recovered because she didn't get injured. Yoko Yoshida is working on... No, she's not working on anything. Yes, I know our supplies are low. I'll get to it in a minute. We need to get Yoshida busy down with Rue McClanahan busting rocks, I guess. Welcome to Project XCOM, Yoko. Man, I've got two elderly ladies engaged in manual labor. I've got Yoko Ono and Rue McClanahan both busting rocks down in the bowels of my ship. It's like a thing. Maybe I have a fetish? I don't know. I've gotten into a weird area here, and I gotta say I'm more than a little uncomfortable with it. Actually, you know what we should do? Let's you know what, Yoko? I'm gonna pull you off of this project, actually. Rue McClanahan's got that shit covered. Let's let the octogenarian do the octogenarian thing. You know what we could use? No, don't go back to here. Come on, XCOM, stop trolling. Yes, oh. We kind of need rookies, but not at the moment. I don't want to be on this screen at all. What we're going to do instead, we're going to take our engineer and deploy them in the Advanced Warfare Center, because we got to get people back on duty faster. I need Yoko healing the troops. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, actually. I'm prioritizing here, Lily. I appreciate you telling me, hey, Pete, do the thing that you're doing, because I'm going to do it. Fine. Yeah, this really helps our wound time. I mean, this is a monstrous improvement. Casper the Ghost Van Dien down to 7 days. Denise Richards down to 6 days. Hooray. Amy Cameo Smart down to 3 days. And we got 4 for Brent. Yeah, all right. So I feel immediately good about that decision. And once we get sort of the roster patched up with the Warfare Center, then we can, you know, give Yoko a shovel and send her down to engage in manual labor. It seems like Yoko Ono would be really good at swinging a pickaxe. I mean, she took a fucking axe to the Beatles. Why not some, you know, why not a little debris? Anyway, me having slighted Yoko Ono for the billionth time, I'm going to get interrupted by Bradford and then wrap things up. Bradford's upset because he caught Optimus Prime watching him masturbate. He's like, I didn't know Optimus Prime was lurking in the shadows while I was jerking it in the shower. Be like, I've been telling you for years, Bradford. He's been watching you masturbate. And he's like, yeah, but now I finally saw it for myself. It's real creepy. Anyway, Bradford fully creeped out, me feeling vindicated. I love it when Bradford suffers. I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more XCOM 2, might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.